Hello Magic players in YouTube, this is HK58. I'm going to do another quick video on cards that I created that I think would be kind of cool to see these type of cards in Magic. These are going to be all the undead stuff, skeletons and zombies. So the first card I had created were this enchantment Undead Summonings. Zombies and skeletons, creatures you control have death touch. And it's kind of a support towards all zombies and skeletons, because I would like to see, I personally would like to see wizards actually support zombies and skeletons kind of similarly, because they're both kind of undead. They're not exactly the same, but they're similar. And it'd be kind of cool to see more support, like Death Baron. And so I have a few cards in here that do that. Undead Summonings also exiles a creature for a colorless and a black, or any generic and a black. And you can put a 2/2 zombie or a 1/1 skeleton regenerator into play. Undead Healer enters the battlefield, regenerate up to 2 target zombie or skeleton creatures. Just another little niche support card for undead decks. The next one is Undead Ape. Just a simple, it's Curd Ape, but just black. It's the black version of Curd Ape, and it gets +2/+1 instead of +1/+2. I did it just because I think it'd be kind of cool to see a undead version of Curd Ape in a way. It's not that popular, or not popular, but you know, it'd be kind of. I just thought it'd be kind of cool to see a black version. They already have a white version that's exactly similar. Skeletal Remains, 4 mana, 3/4, first strike, death touch. So I know it's kind of a cool little defender for 4 mana. It's not real. This would be a standard, and I just realized I spelled skeletal wrong. But yeah, this is a kind of cool card that would be ran heavily in limited and probably some standard constructed if it was ever created. Outside of that, it's just a simple card. Skeleton Warlord. It's a 4 mana 3/3 that pumps skeletons and makes it to where skeleton creatures have 1 black option to regenerate. Because some skeletons have there's a vampire bat that you can sacrifice a bat to, or a vampire skeleton, sacrifice a bat to regenerate it, and this would just be like, okay, I'll just pay a black and keep my black bats around. It just gives that option instead of like 2, 3, 4 mana. It's 1 black mana. Skeleton Archer. 2 black, 2/2, first strike. Flip a coin if you win the flip. It's just a common filler. I just created it just as a common filler, so I was like, there you go. Skeleton War Leader. 2 for a 2/2 Lord. Other skeletons you control get +1/+1. This regenerates itself only. So, and I wouldn't mind seeing some skeletons just have like 1 black mana to regenerate, as well as it just has a little Lord effect. And it'd be kind of cool to see regeneration come back around. Reckless Chanter, 5 mana, 4/3. Whenever this dies, destroy all non-zombie creatures, and each player discards a card. So it's kind of a pseudo-wrath. This one is one of those ones that doesn't support. Only supports zombies, not zombie skeletons, but I thought, just a cool little zombie that dies and blows up a bunch of creatures. Pernicious Ghoul. I forgot to mention this. I don't own the art in these cards, but I saw this card and I was like, I could have made a different type of warrior around it. But I was like, I want a cool new Noxious Ghoul warrior. So I was like, Pernicious Ghoul. Boom. 4 mana, 3/4. Noxious Ghoul's effect, except it hits opponents' creatures only. That's another fix I would like to see on Noxious Ghoul, so it's not hitting your own creatures. But Noxious Ghoul does make sense on its ability. March the Undead. This is one of my favorite cards that I created. I think it'd be really cool to see. It's 3 and 3 black, so it's 6 mana for an enchantment that's Tribal Enchantment Skeleton Zombie. Zombies and skeletons cost 1 black less to cast. And then you may cast zombies and skeletons from your graveyard. And then they all get +1/+1 and have menace. I think it's kind of a cool. I think it used to have like Intimidate or something, but then I learned. I've updated this one a little bit here and there. I think it was also Death Touch at one time. So I was like, I'm just gonna do Menace. March of the Undead. I thought it'd be kind of cool to see some sort of cool tribal enchantment to support both zombies and skeletons. So you can throw it in a zombie deck, a skeleton deck, or a zombie skeleton deck. Boom. Feast and Famine. Okay, I already know that there's already a card called Feast or Famine. And it's 3 and a black. I wanted to see a Feast and Famine. Instead of this or stuff, just go and. Destroy target non-zombie creature and put a 2/2 black zombie into play. So it's a removal and a token generator. Kind of makes sense. I was like, let's fix Feast or Famine to be Feast and Famine. That's why I decided to create that one. Druids of the Dead, a black or green. It's a 0/1. I know they don't plan on doing mana dudes at 1 mana anymore. But I think it'd be kind of cool to see this kind of card around. A black or green, and you choose a green or black when it enters the battlefield, and it's continuously always producing it. And it's a 0/1 instead of a 1/1 or 1/2 or whatever. Contagion Ghoul. I kind of got this off of Kumbaj Witches, I guess it was called. Because I always wanted to see a zombie form of that so that I can make a pauper, make my pauper zombie deck better. As well as it would, support the devotion, to support for Grey Merchant, and support the zombie count for Gem Palm Polluter. But it's 2 black for 1/3, and then target creature your choice gets -1/-1, and then an opponent's choice gets -1/-1. And that is the last of the cards I have at this time. I'm going to probably add more of my cards to a list, because I will admit, I did make some newer forms of Achroma just to see how they would turn out. I was like, here you go. I'll try these out. So, alright, well, this is HK58. I'm signing out. Have a wonderful day.